The connection, man, how do you describe that? How do you describe the connection that music makes to God? I was a punk rock kid, 15 years old. I started learning to play instruments. Jen and I had Annabelle in high school still. Jen started trying to get her life back together with God, so she started going to church again with her dad. I started going with Jen. I didn't know anything about church. I didn't know anything about Jesus. I had never heard the gospel. I wasn't raised in a Christian house. If you ask my mom, she'll say we're Methodist, but I've never been to church. The pastor there was a biker. He was a former drug dealer. He was a rock and roll guy who was somebody very similar to me in a lot of ways. And so I listened. Jenny's dad was leading worship at the time, and they needed a bass player. And I said, okay, I play bass, I'll play. Again, not saved, but leading worship every Sunday, just because I wanted to play. When you're not saved, you don't know that there's something missing, if that's all you know. But when God starts to fill you up, you start to realize you were missing something. And so it started to make sense. The gospel, God's love, what love is, started to make sense to me. I remember standing in the bathroom and just kind of looking in the mirror and going, okay, if this is real, if Jesus, if you are who you say you are and you actually exist, I'm all in. So let's do it. So when I first started playing, it was just to play. I wanted to plug in somewhere, like literally plug my amp in and play somewhere, because it's what I love to do. But music was created to worship God. That's why it's there. And I think when you use it the way He created it, I don't know if there's a word for that, but when you're a part of it, it's real. I don't consider myself like a great musician or anything like that. I have some fairly average skills, but wherever I land, God seems to pull me into being involved. I feel like God uses whatever skill set you happen to have. If you're willing to offer that up and say, this is what I have, do what you want to do with it, He'll do something with it. And it's been awesome. I get to actually serve with something I'm capable of doing. And that's a huge blessing. That is, I don't know if you can put words to that.